since you mentioned about this memorandum of understanding with the Supreme Court of Russia, where Chief Justice Suryakant has also signed this MoU, what does it actually mean? How is it going to play out in terms of the justice, delivery of justice, in terms of other collaborations? How is it going to manifest?
No. You see, as far as Russia is concerned, it has a history. Its judiciary has a history. Right, starting from 1917 communism right till now. They are not going to Indianize their judiciary. In our country, we are already talking about Russification of the judiciary, which is dominated by state-controlled judiciary, autocratic this thing, appointment of the judiciary. So that's already happened. Maybe we are formalizing it. We have seen how elections were stolen, how nothing was happened, how election commissioner was appointed by the government, who in turn helped to do this.
No, but what is your feeling?
I am shocked is that you are doing it brazenly.
But what I want to clarify from you, sir, is that this MoU with the Russian Supreme Court, what I'm reading everywhere is that the key areas of focus this MoU focuses on is the judicial experience exchange. Both Supreme Courts will facilitate the exchange of legal knowledge, best practices, and legal experiences. The second point, digital justice and IT integration. Collaboration will heavily feature court digitalization, utilizing AI, integrating information technology to streamline court operations. Third, professional training. The MoU lays the groundwork for personal development and specialized training programs for court staff and legal professionals. So, if you look at it at the face value, it looks very good that this is a judicial exchange program.
You see, the Western model or whatever we have adopted is based on rule of law. In Russia, the judiciary is based on rule of state. If you eliminate the opposition leader, nothing will happen. What the state wants, it gets. Now, within that framework, are you trying to say that the best IT practices are available in Russia? Are you trying to tell us that they are more transparent than us? Are you trying to tell us that their IT services, they are the global exporter of IT? What are you trying? What can you?
Are you hinting at a compromise? Are you hinting at some sort of a compromise with the Indian?
I am hinting at the predominance of the state in the judiciary, which is already there. I am not mincing words. The interference of the government and the manner in which judiciary is siding with the government is a historical fact.
No, so are you saying that the way the Russian state interferes with the judiciary?
I am saying that our democracy is turning towards the Russian model. Except that there we have the Communist Party of Russia and here we have the RSS. That's the only difference. Mindset is the same. I could not have imagined that we would have signed a MoU with all the this thing. I mean, next thing is we are not that close to China. We might as well probably do it with China.
No, but you see this as a danger. You see this as a danger for Indian judiciary.
You see, in Russia, democracy does not exist because the judiciary sides with the state. That is the only reason. There is no independent judiciary, there is no rule of law. There is the rule of the state. It is a police state. That is where we are landing. Ethnic targeting, denial of bail to a certain section of this thing, condoning gross this thing in appointments, letting BJP leaders off the hook for hate speech. You go down this thing, it's just
but is there a precedent, sir? Is there a precedent in the past also where we have signed MOUs with other international courts and I mean Supreme Courts of other countries?
No. MoU has at one end it is a voluntary thing. It is nothing which is a contract as if it is binding on each other. I am asking that what has this judiciary to learn from Russian judiciary, which it has all along. All the students over here, when they pass out from these national law schools, they try for their admission in Yale, Harvard, Columbia, Stanford, wherever you go. How many people have gone to Russia to study their law? Have we say that we are a country of rule of law? How many professors are having an exchange program with Russia? How many judges have gone to address Russian legal faculties, judiciary? Every time you find them rushing to either.
What could be the idea behind doing it? What could be the idea in the mind of the Chief Justice of India, Justice Suryakant? I'm sure he must have consulted someone before signing it.
I always go back to his old saying that in life, personal relations are far more important than professional applause. So if that is your precedence, if you are seen to be siding, being accused now by so many people with the government of the day, putting your judiciary on the line in so many orders under 142, and then you find how democracy is stolen, how people are prevented from voting, you might as well formalize the Russian model in India. Why are people, where is the rule of law? See, there are any number of countries in post.
You fear that the days are not far when we would see the Russian model of judiciary play out.
Yes, it could happen. Because in 75 years, no leader thought it fit to sign a MoU with a Russian judiciary, especially when Russia was our closest ally, where it used to side with us in the UNO and exercise its veto power against all the Western economies. Even in those days, we had the rule of law. And there are any number of instances in history where tin pot dictators have replaced democracy, which was handed over to them at the time of independence. You see the African states, how now the dictators have come about ruling, the military has taken over. Or even in
is this MoU, is this the signing of the Russian, is the signing of this MoU with the Russian judiciary or the Russian Supreme Court an alarm bell for the Indians?
No, you see,
are there reasons to worry?
No, at one level you can argue that, it is increasing international relation or judicial cooperation. At the other level, you can argue that we are anyway abandoning the rule of law in favor of rule of the government, the police state. So you choose as it is.
But I haven't seen any opposition member or any lawyer of, from the opposition side raise a question on this so far. Well, if I have missed it, then I don't know. Yeah.
No. There are two reasons for it. One is that generally political parties are afraid of the judiciary, even though very few judgments go in their favor. So they don't like to criticize the judiciary, and that is one advantage that they take. And secondly, the lawyers there, this thing is linked with the, they have to appear in court, so this thing is linked with them. But sooner or later, after a lag, because it's just happened yesterday, there will be apprehensions about it. As it is, Kirti Azad has been saying that now we are following the Russian model of democracy. So if it is a Russian model of democracy, it also includes the judiciary. So we are
but
getting...
Justice Suryakant also has spoken about, like we have one nation, one election. So
one leader, one party,
one case, one data.
One Supreme Court Chief Justice. Let's extend it. one leader, one political party. What are you trying to say? That India is no more a diverse country of multiple languages, multiple cultures, and
No,
unity
that
and diversity is
he's
gone,
he's
and so
talking.
many religions.
He's talking in context of one case, one data initiative. And he's saying that that aims to create a standardized digital record for each case across the judicial platforms.
Let me tell you, the biggest push to IT took place during Chandrachud's time. And I can tell you, with all his faults, nobody understood technology in judiciary as well as Chandrachud did. He called for a tender, he called for a system, he made them sit down, and he linked all the courts electronically. He saw to it, at least that infrastructure in a very economical 7,000 crores or something was allotted, that people could appear virtually in the court. He pushed the judges to learn IT. Bombay High Court and all were not allowing, after the COVID, for lawyers to appear virtually. He pushed them to appear virtually. He standardized, he went for paperless filing. What else can you do? All that has to be done has been done. All you can do is now probably, identify people who have to be suppressed. There is nothing. And we are the leaders. We didn't go to Russia to do all that. Today, any person, then of course, all the judgments, he had them translated into different languages. His tenure will be remembered for this ITification of the judiciary. That will be his abiding legacy. In spite of all the negatives that you have seen, they are negatives, but they aren't as many.
Right.
Tell me, in which country can you see a live telecast of the court proceedings? How many in America you can't do it. You can hear it. They are, broadcast, but live. But you cannot see the judges, you cannot see, the camera is not allowed in the court over there. So that transparency that he tried to inject, today judges find it inconvenient because they are accustomed to making off-the-cuff remarks. One of them was the cockroach remark. Had there been no IT, would that cockroach remark have come in the public domain?
No, that's right.
If you told me that you had hired or you had entered into some big tech company in America or India to for the ITification of this thing, it is nothing new. It's being taught in the universities. Russia is not your leader. Our language is different. Our alphabet is different. What sense does it make? How? There is no synergy. There is no collaboration. We don't share any constitutional principles with them.